So, with Little Rocket Man trying to threaten to pull out of the upcoming summit with President Trump due to the ongoing military exercises that he knew about between South Korea and the U.S., well, despite this recent development, President Trump has made a massive improvements and gains in the Korean Peninsula. And by the way, some would argue his tough talk, his military presence, his sanctions all work. Take a listen.
North Korea best not make any more threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen. The United States has great strength and patience, but if it is forced to defend itself or its allies, we will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea. Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself and for his regime. This shouldn't be handled now, but I'm going to handle it because we have to handle it. Little Rocket Man, we're going to do it because we really have no choice.
What's amazing is the president's tough rhetoric towards North Korea proves what Ronald Reagan spoke about in the 1980s concerning the evil empire, the Soviet Union, when he talked about peace through strength, trust but verify. Watch this.
There is one sign the Soviets can make that would be unmistakable, that would advance dramatically the cause of freedom and peace. General Secretary Gorbachev, if you seek peace, if you seek prosperity for the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
His own aides didn't want him to say those words. You can't forget Reagan's trust but verify approach towards the evil empire. Take a look.
We have listened to the wisdom in an old Russian maxim, and I'm sure you're familiar with it. Mr. General Secretary, though my pronunciation may give you difficulty, the maxim is dovyai no provyai, trust but verify.
Even Gorbachev laughing. All right, why this is significant, there's a brand new book out. It's amazing. It's called 3 Days in Moscow. Ronald Reagan and the Fall of the Soviet Empire. You know him well. He's the anchor of Special Report, our friend Bret Baier. It's so good to see you. People think that we're not friends. Every newspaper, don't they have a news section, local, international, national?
That's right.
And they have a sports section?
That's exactly right.
And they have an editorial page?
They do indeed.
Am I the editorial page?
You are indeed.
And you're the news page?
That's right.
This is an amazing book because it's so relevant to Iran and North Korea and even the opening of the embassy in Jerusalem.
Listen, remember those times when Reagan was speaking out about the evil empire, about the ash heap of history that communism would be. Joking at times, getting caught like the bombing is going to start tomorrow. Heads were exploding in Washington at the time.
Sound familiar?
Heads are exploding in Washington. Now, if June 12th holds and the summit in Singapore happens, June 12th is historic. June 12th, 1987 is when Reagan delivers the Brandenburg Gate speech, tear down this wall, Mr. Gorbachev. And that changed the world. Those summits and the collection of them, changed our history. It's possible.
Look at what already the president, without flying in cargo planes of cash and other currencies, like Obama did, or Clinton with the energy aid to Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong-il. But this president talked tough, put a military presence, also a relationship with the Chinese president, and sanctions in place. Didn't that really all contribute to Kim Jong-un's decision here?
I would think so. Now, the caveat is the North Koreans don't have a great history living up to their promises. So the president has said he's going to sit at the table and walk away if the deal's not right.
Oh, it's just like Reykjavik.
And just like Reykjavik. I mean, the similarities are really stark. Personalities are different. I don't think Reagan would love Twitter, but who knows? Maybe he would. But he did say those bold things that changed the paradigm. And maybe the paradigm's shifting now.
I've always studied Reagan. The thing is, they said he was a California cowboy. They said he would start World War III. They said Reaganomics would result in the collapse of the economy. 21 million new jobs were created. We doubled revenues to the federal government and had the longest period of peacetime economic growth in history. Do you see the similarities? I know I'm dragging you a little into opinion. Do you see similarities?
I do, and I say it in the book. The last word of this book, I draw...
I didn't get to that page yet. I'm only halfway through.
You're getting there.
Yeah.
But if you look at the words of big speeches of President Trump, the speech in Warsaw, Poland, the speech in Riyadh, the United Nations speech, the State of the Union speech, they have phrases and terminology that you could actually hear Reagan delivering. Now, I'm not saying that President Trump is President Reagan. President Reagan is
very
President
different
Trump.
personalities, obviously.
But they have similar moments and challenges that they're facing.
Peace through strength, trust but verify, tax cuts. Now we've had the Trump tax cuts, originalists on the Supreme Court, securing the border. I don't believe that this president is a nationalist populist, as some have said. I believe he is a Reagan conservative. The things that I just mentioned, energy independence, are all things that Reagan believed in. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, and I also think that there is the possibility that this president has the ability to reach out to Democrats and make some deals that Reagan would make with Tip O'Neill and others.
All right, the book is fascinating. I'm saying this as not only as a friend, I really have always loved Reagan. It is an amazing read, and it's so relevant, ripped from today's headlines and so many similarities. Great book. How much crap do you take for me being opinionated?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah,
or,
on a scale of 1 to 10.
You know, it's a good 6.
Just tell everybody your news, I'm opinion. Every newspaper has a news section, sports section, and a Hannity section.
I do.
Oh.
I do.
Great book.
Thanks, man.